Hey guys, what is up? We're back with another week of the wonderful Jujutsu Kaisen. And guess what? This week, we are at the end, which I don't physically have, but eventually I will have to have it. Volume 17, and then we're getting into volume 18. So, we're getting up to chapter 154 of this volume. Best boy, one of the best boys, Hakari, is finally making his appearance. And crazy enough, after the Zenin massacre and everything, rest in peace, Mai, from last week's episode. Pretty emotional and high intensity action and everything. Despite the split of how fans felt about it, I thought it was executed well. Could it have been like one more episode? Sure enough. But something I found out today about Jujutsu Kaisen, the initial drafts, if you are a manga reader, you probably know about it, but if not, I'm here to tell you. But I will put the link. I will say more so manga readers, if you completed the series, this is for you. If you're anime only, there is, I will say, one major spoiler in there that can ruin if you haven't been already spoiled by the series during its run. There is one spoiler, or technically two, that could basically tell you what is going to happen. So not all the ideas that Genge put out were fully scrapped. Some had to be recycled in a different way. So in his initial draft of the series called Jujutsu Sosen, originally, if you guys know, Yuji was never meant to be the main character. If you already didn't know, it was technically Megumi. Funnily enough, in Jujutsu Sosen, Culling Games was basically supposed to start very early on in the series, like the very beginning of the series. We still had Yuji's grandpa, passing away within the first chapter. The second years, Maki, Panda, and Inumaki, they technically are third years. If you ever knew, Nanami was a little bit more cold-blooded, if you will. He took out his co-workers, and he was actually a participant in the Culling Games. But we know after the final draft, we know of the fate of Nanami Kento, R.I.P. Nanami Kento, as of season 2. He initially was supposed to be a Culling Game character, and Sumiki still was cursed, okay, even in the first draft of the entire series. Do know that even though things have changed up, Culling Games has appeared up much more later in the final draft that we're currently about to see today. Yeah, there's some stuff that you will see in the original that did happen, but just came at a later time, and things that you will see in the sequel of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is Modulo, which comes out every Sunday. So if you, again, are a manga reader, I will put the link down below in the description box so you guys can go and look at these pictures, and someone translated all of those pages. If you're an anime only, I would say hold off until the end of season 3, and then everything will start to make sense. Okay, everything that's happening in the series will actually make a lot more sense, and if you are reading Modulo, definitely, okay? But nonetheless, we're here to see him. Hakari! I've been waiting for this. This is the guy that I was paying the most attention to when I was not really reading the manga. So I am so hyped to see him in today's episode. So let me stop chatting and let's get into Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 5. Yeah. Poor Yaka. Like this man is being accused as being a participant of what happened in Shibuya because of Geto. Your mom? Who's the mom? Oh. Okay, so talk. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, remember they sentenced Yuji supposed for his execution, Yaga's supposed to die, and then Gojo's excommunicated from Jujutsu Society. Like this man did not deserve this, mom. You wouldn't have listened in the first place. Like he did not deserve this. I'm sorry. I feel bad for Panda, but it's just like, dang, he don't care. I need to. We gonna be reading along with it. Okay. Oh. Mm. Like, how did this? I still wonder how the heck he got all these people roped up into this. Mm. You're gonna have to fight this dude. Mm. We just bare buckles into this fight. That's what we're gonna do. It's just. Oh. Mm. How did a high schooler, like 17 to 18 years old, manage to run all. Yo. Yo, I have to call Hakari to do my taxes for me. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that Genge in the back? He got grown folk. I'm low-key thinking this is like a freaking Tekken match right now. There's literally Panda in Tekken. My man got the cold sack. What? Oh my god. No, it was. Oh my god. Huh? Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh my god. No, I did no, this is even more hilarious than in the manga, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like cause we all animal wait. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Why was it? Because we all know Yuji does not hold back his punches. Oh my god. A boy sneaking up. Oh my god, that was too hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh, dang. Are you trying to be a sly ball? That's what you're trying to do. That was so. I'm sorry. It was more hilarious than in the manga. Oh my god. Because he doesn't know Yuji. That's why. Mm. I'm sorry. Why? What is he doing? What is? Oh my god. Also, he should have been. Oh, oh, oh! I got that. Mm-mm. Mm. What you mean they got backwards? Mm. True, true, true. Mm. I'm really liking this moment simply because it just feels so real. It's just like two people talking. I wonder if they retrospected this moment though. Hmm. You just got caught up in his lie, my boy. Hmm. Mm. Not him. Oh God. Oh, whoop. Oh. Oh. Don't mind me. I'm just looking through the pages right now and just trying to see. They did take liberties adding more stuff in there. I will say that. I definitely will say that. Again, this has been a minute. It has been a minute since I last saw this. So, okay, stop along the way to beat down curse spirits. Daisy, get out. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, okay. So I'm up to spectators above and fight below. There's your opponent. That's it. John. Okay, okay. That was the announcer. Yeah, that's where he was. talking about. Tough enough to be Panda. Yeah. And you know the crazy thing is, look at this, look at this, right? They extended the fight between Panda and Yuji, made it hilarious. 2 pages. 2 pages worth between Yuji and Panda. They took liberties of that and made it hilarious. Bro, that's why I'm like, bro, it was no way. Like, I mean, Panda was exaggerating, but like, I'm glad they emphasized, like, because Yuji and Panda know each other and they're just here to get information and also try to get Hakari on their side. They took liberties to make it the most goofiest fight possible, adding the little taps, like them just being acrobatic and silly in the fight, but also trying to be very believable to the spectators and especially Hakari. Oh my gosh. And then, you know, almost forgot to draw it. Oh, he was originally supposed to have a left earring, you know, the little quotes and everything. Again, I'm trying to look at this. Yeah. Okay, they did take liberties where they skipped out on stuff. So we're going to probably see it in the next episode. I'm not going to show it per se too much, but I'm gonna just try to cover. They did show Megami in the episode in the shadows, something he learned from first season because of the training with Maki and the others before the sister exchange. So they did take liberties. They did cut out some stuff. Most definitely they did. So yeah, this is definitely going to come into the next episode. I'm not going to show you guys too much. But they definitely did skip up to when Yuji went to go talk to Hakari. I will definitely say this. They took a lot of liberties. I know some people might like the angles and everything, but I felt like that moment, I really liked that moment, particularly after Kirata said, yeah, Hakari's in the room, go ahead, chat, talk to the boss, have a fun time, left. And that moment, even though it was panned out, it felt like such a real moment. Like, the Fight Club, the only thing is that, like, Hakari, you're wrong. Why would we never talk about the Fight Club? The whole point of the Fight Club is you never talk about it. Only those who are on the inside knows about this, right? But it felt like a movie moment. I'm not gonna say it took like 4 to 6 minutes in the anime, but it felt like generally to me, it felt like a movie moment. Okay, that like it's panned out and you're seeing these two. That's why I'm like, I wonder if they retroscope that moment because it felt so authentic. It felt so real versus if you was to read the manga version. Yeah, it's more close up and everything and all that sort, but it felt more real. It felt like you're genuinely watching 2 people in a room talking about a certain topic and everything. Obviously in this case they had to infiltrate the place because Hakari caused trouble at school, got suspended, built this empire, underground empire, where he gets money at the end of the day, scoping out all different people who wants to in on this business. And he does have his problems with the higher ups. That was low-key mentioned back in season 1 when both he and Yuta were mentioned. And then now you fully see his character. But I really do like the liberties. Personally, to me, like, I would say the episode looked like more like this panel for the last portion of it. And then, you know, but I definitely do really like how they did change it up because, again, it felt very authentic. Way more authentic. Like, yes, it could have showed like face-ups and everything, but I did like this panned out. You know, Yuji's kind of moving around, you know, scratching his head, trying to lean back. I really did like that moment in particular. The beginning of the episode, with the Yaga, I still think to this day is still so messed up because they blamed him, one, for the incident that happened 12 years prior to the series with Ghetto destroying that entire village, and then also years later in 2017 in story with the 1,000-year like this is Bleach, the the parade of 1,000 curses that he did on December 25th, 2017, they blame Yaga for that. Like as if this man was going to know that Geto was going to go down the path that he did and cause all of that mayhem and all that trouble. No. But for the higher-ups to cover their own behinds, and because Yaga has a ability that, because they can't understand it, they said, instead of trying to understand and want to see how can this technique actually benefit us, no, we're going to take him out, because at the end of the day, we're trying to cover our own behinds, and yeah, you're a problem and you're a thorn in our side. On top of that, your student is going to be excommunicated, and your ex-student, which is Gojo, excommunicated out of Jujutsu Society. Of course, who's going to be the head of the Gojo clan if not him? Okay. Did they think that through? No. And then Yuji obviously lifting up the band on his execution and all that. It was just really stupid, and trust. I don't want to go into it too deep, because again, that will be spoiler territory if you're only watching the anime and you have not already been spoiled by the manga during the course of its run. But again, I personally, and even this moment where he's like, yo, you're from Jujutsu High, right? This moment, and how Yuji's like in the anime, in the episode, he's like, whoa, because he realized, oh no, he already figured me. It felt so real. Now, the part that got me was the techniques, because I'm like, oh, I forgot that is possible. That he was able to do that, and I think they showed it flawlessly in the anime, because it's just like the doors and everything appeared out of nowhere, like as if, again, a magician. Not any movements from Hakari, him really using movements. It flowed so well. And then obviously they I gotta try to hide this page, and then the episode obviously ended on that. But next week they're definitely going to add in more from the previous chapter, which is 153, because they did skip out a portion of 153. And I guess it makes it flow a little bit well, because they wanted to focus more so on getting to Hakari and obviously the conversation between Hakari and Yuji. And then we saw Kirara and everything, so they're more likely next episode going to go back to chapter 153 and then follow up to 155. So next week is going to be the rest of 153, and then 155 probably to 157, I believe, possibly. They're trying to reround it about and then make it make sense. But definitely I enjoyed this episode after last week's episode. Definitely. Again, the last portion of this episode, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like, nothing crazy, but also the fight between Yuji and Panda, it was, oh my god, it was hilarious. And then the little dance Yuji was doing, perform, oh my god. You know what? We really needed that. We really genuinely needed that after the first 4 episodes of the season. We really truly needed that from Yuji and Panda, and I'm here for it. I'm sad to see Yaga go. Again, it was messed up, and it should have never happened to him. And I know it's just going to be hell on earth. It's going to be hell on earth once everybody finds out what happened to Yaga. But nonetheless, if you guys already read the manga chapters like I did, and I got the volume to prove it, do tell me how you felt. Obviously, for me, I give this episode a solid 10 out of 10. I don't care. 10 out of 10, because they took the liberties and elevated it. I laughed in this episode, and I really enjoyed the talk at the end of the episode. Do tell me how you felt overall. It covered chapters, I believe, 147, so that's from volume 17, 152, 153, portion of 153, and then 154. So do tell me how you felt about that. If you're anime only, how do you overall feel about this week's episode? What are you expecting for next week? And the links are in the description box below. Also, remember, like I said, if you're anime only, when it came to the original draft of Jujutsu Kaisen or Jujutsu Kaisen, do not click on it. I say wait till the end of season 3 to click on it, because it might be spoiler territory for you. But if you are someone that has read the entirety of Jujutsu Kaisen, definitely check it out, because it'll make a lot more sense about everything that is happening in this series and with the sequel modulo. I'm Kimmy-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!